News Central now continues in Southern Africa, where Zimbabwe's President Mnangagwa supporters have taken to the streets to celebrate his victory after winning a second term in office. The opposition has rejected the result of a vote which international observers said fell short of democratic standards.
Chamisa Nelson CCC 1,967,343, which constitutes 44% of the vote. Mnangagwa Emerson Dambudzo ZANU PF 2,350,711, constituting 52.6% of the vote. Our total voter population was 6,623,511. The voter turnout was 68.9%.
Political analyst Makomborero Haruzive joins me on the news for more on this particular, of course, event. Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, thank you for having me here.
Now, we of course know that the results of the presidential elections in Zimbabwe, is pretty much out. The incumbent, Mnangagwa, has won, and of course closely followed, not almost closely, but followed by Chamisa, who just scored, who had a bit over 1 million votes. Now, this election, according to observers or even opposition, said fell short of democratic standards. What's your take on this?
These elections, they were, the worst elections ever to be held in Zimbabwe's history, political history of electoral politics. These are the worst elections, even on SADC standards, regional standards, and even at continental African Union level. For the first time, these observer missions objectively pointed out to the glaring and brass and written tactics, which include the absence of electoral reforms, a flawed and controversial limitation exercise, misuse of the Maintenance of Peace and Order Act. We saw over 40 opposition leaders and members. They participated in the elections from jail, from prison. The amendments to the Criminal Law and Codification Act, the Patriotic Act, the abuse of state resources in vote buying, the exorbitant nomination fees. We saw this election, only 11% of participants, as candidates were women, implying that it was highly, it excluded a critical section of our population. Women are the majority of our population. There were also concerns over the judiciary's independence. We saw this was the most litigious election. We saw over 20 court cases before the courts, where the ruling party, through the Zimbabwe Electoral Commission and also the courts, used the courts to disqualify opposition candidates. Mr. Sevia Kasukore, presidential candidate, was unjustly and illegally disqualified. We saw the 12 Bulawayo Citizens Coalition for Change MPs who were disqualified, but after a spirited fight back, they went on to win the rest of the to win the elections, to sweep the rest of the province.
All right.
There was also, so all this coupled with voter suppression on the election day, where we saw how ZEC managing to deliver ballot papers to polling stations 600 kilometers far away from the headquarters, but taking 12 hours to deliver ballot papers in polling stations 7 kilometers away from the headquarters. It was one of the worst voter suppression.
All right, I might just need to come in here. I mean, we also understand that the opposition, that CCC, Citizens Coalition for Change, have actually rejected the results, based on several of some of the issues that you have mentioned. However, what I want to ask you is this: should we be expecting an election tribunal, or what should we look for? Should this case be pushed to court?
Definitely, I don't speak on behalf of the CCC. I'm just an analyst, but what I can assure you is that these results were fake, and Zimbabweans know they were fake. Emerson Mnangagwa got into this election without an election manifesto, but it's a country that has world record inflation levels, over 500%. It's a country that has over 95% unemployment rate It's a country that is rigged by corruption, also the gold mafia, high corruption cases and levels. The hospitals, healthcare is in shambles. There is no way Zimbabweans are going to accept these fake results, which even the Zimbabwe Electoral Commission itself cannot verify. They are unverifiable. They just announced results which were doctored by the election doctors in the name of FARS. We saw how FARS presence, which was even confirmed by all election observer missions, how it manipulated. The elections that were released have been circulating for 2 days before, yeah.
All right, thank you so much for your time, Makomborero.
Okay, thank you.